What's happening everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Grounded 2. In this episode we're going to show you how and where to get the TOE BITER BUGGY. So smash that like button, consider hitting that subscribe, and let's get into it. One of the things that you're going to need is a hatchery to hatch the egg. Now you probably already have one of these from hatching past buggies, however make sure you have one of these before you go get your egg. So for this one you need to head over to the Gnarly Bark, the giant tree next to the skunk pond. The gnarly bark is the giant tree that can be found right next to the skunk pond. So there's a few things you need to do. Number one, you need to get the gnarly bark aquatic optical disc that can be found inside the tree. I do have a tutorial on YouTube that I'll put in the top right hand corner right now. However, it's just in a small gap inside the tree. Once you have this chip, take it to your nearest ranger station, which is going to cost you 5,000 raw science for the TOE BITER BUGGY and the TOE BITER BUGGY nest. Once you have all that, you want to make your way over to this giant memorial that's found on the side of the tree. Now this can be found in this area of the gnarly bark. When you come to the giant picture that's in the middle, just make your way around the back and follow the log. Jump onto this mushroom and you're going to find a small opening here. Now before jumping down inside, I recommend this smoothie as it has venom cure and venom reduction. I'd recommend bringing something that has spicy damage. You could also bring a shield that has spicy damage as well, because as you can see when you jump down inside, in the middle of the room is the Papa TOE BITER. Its weakness is spicy. You need to defeat this to get the eggs that's on its back. Once you feed him, you're going to find the TOE BITER egg on the ground. Simply pick this up and bring it back to your hatchery. If you haven't got the Gnarly Bark Optical Disc yet and you bring your egg back to the hatchery, you'll see you won't have the option to hatch your TOE BITER yet. Or if you don't have the resources yet, what you're going to need is an egg storage not to spoil the egg. If you deposit the egg into the storage, it'll keep it safe and stop it from going rotten. So to make your TOE BITER BUGGY, you're going to need 2 horsetail stems, 1 koi fish scale, 3 sunken bones, and 4 pond moss. Horsetail stems can be found in the pond and they look like this. You're going to need your tier 2 Omni tool clippers in order to clip them. Once clipped, they drop pieces called horsetail stem. If you head over to this section next to the bridge, there's actually a spot you can find this on land. For the koi fish scales, you can find them in the pond. There's a few sections. If you come under this bridge right here and dive down, you're going to find some koi fish scales. To find sunken bones, you're going to need a tier 3 shovel. Now these are found really deep where the water gets chilly, so make sure you have armor that can deal with this. This is where I was on the map. To find the pond moss, it's a little bit difficult, but what you need to do is head to the skunk pond and head to the sprinkler that's next to this net. Now all you need to do is dive directly below the sprinkler, where you're going to find this car. Right next to it on the floor, you will find your pond moss. Now this can be a little bit hard to see as it looks a lot like algae, however it is here. It looks like our TOE BITER's ready to hatch. To make the TOE BITER nest, you're going to need 8 horsetail stems, which I showed you where to get them before, 4 sunken bones, I also showed you where to get them at the bottom of the pond, 6 cattail fluff, 3 lint rope, and 5 algae. To find the cattail fluff, a good place to find it is in the bridge section next to the skunk pond. These are the things that we're looking for, however you need to find the ones that are on the ground. Once broken open with the tier 3 axe, inside you're going to find your cattail fluff. Now to get your lint rope, all you need to do is head over to the bicycle and get it off the chair. The bike can be found in the gnarly bark just on the edge of the water. All you need is a tier 3 axe. Algae can be found throughout the entire pond. It isn't a difficult thing to find and it looks like this. So the TOE BITER might not move pretty fast on land, however, in water is where it really shines. It really gets up and moves. So hopefully this has helped you to get the TOE BITER BUGGY. We're going to leave this episode here, so smash that like button, consider hitting that subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode. See you later!